Hey, howdy, hey, Trainwrecks. How are y'all today? I am the Trainwreck Mom, and today I'm going to give you my rundown of what I love about Disney from A to Z. So buckle up, this is going to be fun. First of all, I have to show you off my shirt. Let me see. This is my Bleach Shirt. I did this with a Clorox bleach pen, and I just love it so much because it's Halloween time. It is for me, at least. It's after Labor Day, so I can be as Halloween-y as I want, and I cannot wait till all the Halloween shirts and all the Halloween socks come out at Walmart so that I can start buying stuff for my wardrobe. So yes, honestly, bleach pen, other shoulder, a bleach pen and a shirt. That simple. I did it on the back too. So, but here we go. This is my list. First of all, we're going to start with A, obviously, because, you know, for no particular reason should the alphabet be in alphabetical order. So we're going to start with A. Alice in Wonderland. Alice in Wonderland is a really great introduction into the world is weird, and you're not as weird as you thought you were, because at least you're not seeing caterpillars smoking hookahs and chasing white rabbits. So there's the first one. B is for beer. Now that sounds a little weird talking about Disney and having a beer, but the reason that's important to me is because I get to sit and have a beer with my mom and dad. And that's not a thing that happens very often because they live in Philly and I live here in Joplin. So when we do get together, then we get to celebrate, and that's just a small way of us being united. And so yeah. C is for castle. Let me tell you about that castle. You come around the corner, because you don't come in headlong. You come around a corner and boom, there it is. In all its blue shining glory, except for that one year for the 25th anniversary where they made it look like a pink nightmare. That should never, ever, ever, ever happen again. If you're at the Walt Disney Corporation and you're hearing me say this, please don't ever do that again. That pink nightmare was so tragic. Don't ever do that again. Leave it alone. Just leave it alone. It's perfect the way it is. And it's amazing when you do come around the corner. If you've seen it either 5 times or 25 times or 100 times, and you're with somebody who's seen it for their first time, I would rather take a picture of the person's face than I would of the castle. And I did that with my husband and my kids because it was incredible and I loved every minute of it. D is for Dumbo, which is another personal family thing. Dumbo is the one ride that my dad takes my now 14-year-old and my soon-to-be 4-year-old. It's the one ride that the three of them ride together. And that is one of those things that I know they'll be able to tell their kids about how they rode Dumbo with Pop. And that's, that gets you right in the feels there. E is for Epcot. Epcot is incredible. It's one of those places, like, some people are like, ew, Epcot, there's nothing to do there. Dude, there's totally stuff to do there. They've got Turtle Talk with Crush. They've got all the countries. Hello, all the countries. When can you go to over like 10 countries and in one day? I did it in one afternoon with my mom. Made her walk a lot. But it was totally worth it because I got little stamps and a passport, and we got to do little crafts, and it was, that kind of stuff, other than buying the passport, that was all free. And it was so cool to be able to get everyone to sign in their own language and talk to them. Epcot is incredible. So yeah, definitely don't overlook it. And plus, it's the only place I can get a half decent cannoli for under $5. So, right on. F is for Finding Nemo. Finding Nemo came out the same year that my daughter did. And so it's kind of one of those connections of, my baby who's not a baby anymore. And she had a Finding Nemo costume. She would call him Nemo. And I just love everything that we associate with it. It's that bonding, and that's what Disney movies are about. That's what Disney's about. It's about family, and it's about getting together and just having that. So the next one is Great Movie Ride, and it's really sad. Great Movie Ride is no longer with us. They have shut it down. They're making a Minnie and Mickey 3D ride kind of thing, and that's cool, but the Great Movie Ride was incredible. And the look on my husband's face when we got to go through the Nostromo and aliens are all over and the xenomorphs are drooling and there's Ripley over there cringing, the look on his face, if he could have jumped out of that car, he would have, and he would have stayed there the entire day. He loved that part, and I love that I got to see that on him. Haunted Mansion for H is my all-time number one favorite thing in all of Magic Kingdom. That is my number one favorite thing in Magic Kingdom. I even like the movie with Eddie Murphy. There, I said it. Are you happy? I said it. I admit it. I like the movie. I'm kind of excited to see what Guillermo del Toro is going to be doing, but as it stands, I have one movie and that's it. I even have the comic books. I love the storyline behind it. I just love all the effects and everything. Coming from doing haunted houses back in Philly, I love seeing the old tricks because, as everyone knows, the best school is the old school. So yes, I love me some Haunted Mansion. Ice cream for everything is better shaped when it's shaped like a Mickey Mouse head, and ice cream is no exception. Get a Mickey bar, sit down on a bench, and enjoy it. You will not regret it. And some of the best pictures will be of your kids with that chocolate all over their face. So yeah, definitely Jack Skellington is my heart. I love Nightmare Before Christmas, everything Nightmare Before Christmas, but Jack is my number one. To meet Jack either as the Pumpkin King or as Sandy Claus, either way, that is a complete bucket list, life goals to meet Jack. I love Jack Skellington so much. Cali River Rapids for Kay. This is another personal memory thing. We're all on it, and we had my ex with me, and it's me, and my daughter is sitting next to my father, and we go down this hill, and it's me, my ex, and my mother on one side, and my daughter and my father on the other. And we watch as they go down this hill, this 6-foot wall of water just engulf them both. And that is a joke to this day. My father is a magnet to water. Every ride he gets on, he gets completely soaked. It's the most ridiculous thing. And it's just one of those great memories that me and my daughter share back and forth. So, L is definitely Lilo and Stitch, because Lilo and Stitch taught us Ohana means family, and family means no one gets left behind or forgotten. And that's a message that can carry you across anything, as long as you've got your family. M is always going to be Mickey Mouse, because Mickey is awesome, and it all did start with a mouse. And we are truly grateful for that. Animal Kingdom for N. If you remember back if you're a Disney fan and you remember when Animal Kingdom first came along, they branded it as Natazu. So N for Natazu, because it is not a zoo. It is so much more than that. You can see dinosaurs, you can see gorillas and tigers, and now you can see Pandora. Are you kidding me? I get to go ride a banshee? Are you kidding me? Yeah, you can't do that at a zoo. So N is for Natazu. O is also at the Animal Kingdom. It's for the Oasis. And the Oasis has all these really cool animals. Warthogs, and it's kind of like the zoo-y type of part of Animal Kingdom, but not really. They have people that will come out with some of the animals, and it's just really, really cool to just sit back and take your time. It's cool. It doesn't smell. I've heard people, they're like, ew, no, it doesn't smell. It's okay. Okay, so yeah, the Oasis is pretty awesome. I like that. P is for Pirates of the Caribbean. And I had a little bit of a tirade on Facebook about this earlier because there is a thing they are changing, again, Pirates of the Caribbean, to be politically correct. And that is the redhead scene, the wench auction, in which every time we go through it, me and my dad start yelling, "We want the redhead!" Because that's what we do. We're those people, yes. They are changing it now where she's now going to be a pirate and her name's Scarlet, and that's all fine and good, but we will still be the people who go through Pirates of the Caribbean yelling, "We want the redhead," because that's just, that it's our vacation. We're allowed to enjoy it too. Q took me a minute to think about, but definitely enjoy the quiet moments. Enjoy those moments when you wake up before the rest of your family. Enjoy those moments where you can go sit on your balcony or your porch and look at a water feature. Maybe go for a stroll around your hotel, or just find a bench and sit. One of my favorite moments in a memory, and I keep this locked up here so that I can do this when things are getting a little chaotic. The last time we were at Disney, my son had just turned 2, and we were going to get his hair cut there for the first time. Well, my mom and dad went back to the hotel. My husband took all the kids back to the hotel. I still had Talon with me. I got a Starbucks vanilla bean frappe, and I sat outside on the ground while he was sleeping because he was Dorito wasted, drinking this, and it was the most magical moment that I've had in a very long time because I was there. I wasn't running to go somewhere. I wasn't waiting to get on a line. I wasn't wrangling a kid. I was very present in that moment, and I keep that locked away so that I can return there and get myself back to right. So definitely enjoy the quiet moments that do happen. They're few and far between, but enjoy them. Rainy days are another thing to enjoy for letter R. Rainy days, you have your choices. You can either sit and chill at your hotel. I prefer to go get a poncho. Nobody's going to be waiting on the rides. Get you some ponchos, go out there and go enjoy. Go do the stuff, because you know those lines are going to be short now. And just bang out as much as you can and enjoy it. I mean, it's going to happen. You can't control the weather. I mean, I know right now, they're talking about Irma is going to smack right into them. Be safe, be careful. You know, if it's lightning and thundering, don't take chances, okay? But if it's just a little bit of a rain, go out, go have fun, okay? S is for Star Tours. Oh, here goes another personal story. You guys, Star Tours, I love Star Wars. I'm a tweak for Star Wars. Oh my God, I just love Star Wars so much. I love it. It came out the same year I did, so. But Star Tours for my husband and my kids, they actually rode Star Tours in succession, something like 13 times, just so one of them could be the rebel spy, and it happened to be my daughter Haley. So that was really cool, and that's, you know, something that they get to share, and I love that. That's awesome. Twilight Zone Tower of Terror. This is my all-time #1 favoriteest thing in all of Disney World. I would live here if you let me. I actually heard that they're talking about building a bar there. Oh my God. This is a good idea. Let me get a couple on and then go drop in 13 stories a couple times. This is a great idea. No, seriously, I love Tower of Terror. I love the ambiance. I love the music. I love the decorations. You go in and you got Rod Serling talking to you, and everything on the walls is all from Twilight Zone. And I love it, love it, love it, love it. It's so wonderful. I've got a friend, Kevin John, who did an amazing art sketch painting of the bellhops Oh my God, it's beautiful. And I seriously, if I had that kind of money, I would totally have bought it and put it up on my wall because it is gorgeous. Kevin John is amazing. He is incredible. And if you ever find his art, you should totally buy some because he's amazing. But yeah, Tower of Terror, all-time number one favorite thing. One of my favorite things was seeing Danielle and Haley looking at each other right before the big drop, and they were just like, and then, you know, they're like, it was the greatest thing ever. I loved it. Best picture ever. Under the Sea falls into another family thing. My daughter Haley is a huge Little Mermaid fan. So when we were able to take her onto the Voyage of the Little Mermaid, the Under the Sea, the ride, my husband was sitting looking at her in her little clamshell, and she's crying because she's so happy to be on that ride. So what's he do? He starts crying because he's so happy that she's happy. And I love everything about that because that's just like, oh, yay, happiness. So, yay. V is for Village House. Village House has one of my all-time number one favoriteest things in the world to eat, and that is a caprese flatbread. I love the caprese flatbread. Like, I have to get that every time I'm there. Like, I will seek it out. I will make excuses to get over there to get this because it is delicious. And if you can, eat inside, and you can eat by a window and you're overlooking It's a Small World. So definitely have fun with that because you can wave at people and they wave back. So it's awesome. W has to be for Walt. Walt Disney, the man, the myth, the legend, the one, the only, the often imitated but never duplicated Walt Disney. No, he is not frozen. Stop saying that. Oh my gosh. But Walt is an amazing guy. And I do say is because I think he's become less of a person and more of an idea, more of a feeling, more of an emotion. Walt really understood that we all need a little bit of creativity and a little bit of imagination. And for that, we thank you, Walt. You're amazing. X took me a little bit to get creative with, but it's exactly where I belong. I belong in Disney. I love Disney so much so we've actually started looking at houses either in Celebration or Golden Oak, depending on which lottery we hit first. So, yes. Yeti. Yeti. Oh, the Yeti. We go on the roller coaster, Expedition Everest. We go up, and right when we hit that point, right at the tippy top, where the tracks are all broken and everything, me and my kid, we start yelling, Yeti, and then we get shot back, and that makes my mom laugh every time, and that's worth it. And finally, we come to letter Z, because after all of that, you are exhausted, and they have provided the softest, most comfortable beds and pillows I have ever had the pleasure of sleeping on. They are amazing, and I completely love the fact that I can literally just sink into the bed, and I mean, I'm out within 30 seconds of hitting that. It's wonderful. I love it. So there it is. That's my A to Z. It took a little bit longer than I anticipated, but that's my A to Z. So go ahead. I would appreciate it if you gave a like, comment, share, subscribe, and that's about everything. If you need more train wreck goodness, I have a whole chapter in my book, Platitudes of Gratitude, about our first Disney trip. So I'd appreciate if you check that out. I'll throw a link to that in the comments below. And that's about it. So all aboard, train wrecks. Boop, boop.